How you doing? Hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful morning here in the Catalina Mountains, north of Tucson. Remember in the last video that I took at night, after dark, after light, somewhere, anyway. Remember it's nighttime? And I scanned out across the Tucson Valley. And then I asked the question, what do you see? And then I said, I'll tell you what I see in the next video, which is this video. So, I'm going to run a little video clip of the Tucson Valley in the daytime. Then I'll tell you what I see.
What do you see out there?
Okay. It looks like there's a bunch of people living down there. It looks like they're living free. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's only an illusion. They're not living free. I'll tell you why. When I look out across the Tucson Valley, or any area where it's just, hundreds and thousands of rooftops, and thousands of people, here's what I see. Rather than freedom, I see how we become slaves to taxation. Every individual out there is being taxed in some way or another. Their income, what they work for, is taxed. When they go out and buy something, it's taxed again. When they go out and say buy a used car that's been taxed how many times? They're going to pay taxes again. Or if you buy a used house that's been bought and resold X amount of times and been taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed, guess what? You're going to pay taxes again. Then at the end of the year, if you haven't paid enough taxes, you're going to pay some more taxes. Everything you own, or everything you will own, will be taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed again. Sound like freedom to me. Sounds like a greedy, corrupt, power-hungry bunch of politicians who come into office many times, not all the time, but many times, rather poor, somewhere in the middle class. And then when they leave office, they're mega millionaires. Isn't that something? But they're always talking about wanting to do something for you to help the American people. Really? Well, I've come to this conclusion, with possibly a very, very few exceptions. Politicians are like preachers. They are damn liars. By the way, the taxes they get from you, here's something else they love to do. They love to send it to other countries. But I want to ask the question, how many countries tax their people and send us surpluses of money? How many? Well, it don't happen, folks. It just don't happen. So freedom, as you've heard me say, true, actual freedom has been gone for a long time. We just get a few crumbs. Just a few crumbs in the name of freedom to try to appease the blind American people who are enslaved by materialism and the taxation process. It's a shame, folks. But when you look out across these valleys and you see rooftops, just remember, there's a household in there that has people They're being taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. It's not freedom. Hey folks, this is an addendum to the video. I wanted to bring you some more bad news. You realize every pair of socks, every pair of underwear, every pair of pants, every pair of shoes or boots, every t-shirt, it's taxed. If you go out to eat, it's taxed. Groceries? Did they tax groceries? You know, I don't even remember. This hat. When I bought this hat, this Harley Davidson hat, guess what? They taxed me. These sunglasses, yeah, they taxed me. My rings, and I have a lot of them, they tax me.